Hey y'all, welcome back to FlyafterFifty, no spaces. I'm your Fly Dog D, and I am back with another video. Y'all, this is the third and final part of my makeup basket for April. I said in a few videos back that I'm behind on my videos because of spring break and I don't pre-film or anything. So I'm trying to get all the videos out that I normally do during the month. Now, I've already done the fragrances and the eyeshadows. I'll put them up above in the cards and down below so you can see them. But without further ado, here's my makeup basket. This is foundations, everything for my face, everything besides fragrances and eyeshadow. My stuff is all flustered over here. Ciao. Starting off with foundation, this first one is from Haus Labs. This is the Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. I have it in 460, medium, deep, warm, nice, sturdy, frosted bottle. The next foundation is from About Face. This is the Performer Foundation. I have it in D1 Neutral. There's a wear test on my channel if you want to see it. I'll link it up above and below. The next foundation is from Laura Mercier. This is the Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Foundation. I have it in GW1 Ganache. Moving on, we're going to go with Say. This is their Slip Tint SPF 35 foundation. I have it in the shade 8. This is not their new one. I know they have a new one out now, but this is not it. Next up, we have the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. It is in 085 Chestnut Beige, a full coverage matte foundation. Next, we have Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid Hydrating Foundation. I have it in shade 125 Coconut. Moving on to the next foundation, this is NYX. This is their Bear With Me Blur Skin Tint. I have it in 19 Deep Golden. I know it seems like I got a lot of foundations, but I need a variety. And lastly, we have Say the Glowy Super Skin Foundation. I have this in a number 27. And any of these foundations, I have a wear test on for Foundation Friday. I will link them down below so you can see them. Now we're moving on to concealers. I have a few concealers here, once again for variety. We begin with the Givenchy Prisme Libre Skin Caring Concealer. I have that in warm 430. Moving on, I have the Laura Mercier Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Concealer. I have that in 4 in 2. I believe that's 4 neutral 2. Next up, we have the Haus Labs Concealer. I have it in 40 medium deep golden. Next, we have e.l.f. This is their Flawless Brightening Concealer in Deep 53 Warm. Deep 53 Warm. The next foundation is from Say. This is their Hydra Beam in HB6. This is not the new one. This one's been out for a while. And this one's from Milk Makeup. It's their Future Fluid. I have that in 18W, 18 Warm. And the last concealer is Maybelline Super Stay Concealer. I have that in the number 45. Moving on, we're going to be doing face primers. I have a few to choose from here. The first one is the NYX Blur Skin 30 SPF Primer. Excuse me. Now, this one is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I'm going to open it up so you can see what it looks like. It's just a white putty. Next up, we have the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. Same concept, but just a little bit more pizzazz. See, this one looks a little yellow. This is one from Tatcha, the Silk Canvas. This is the one I'm just trying to finish it up. Got about a third of the way to go. And last, this is Essence Hello Good Stuff Glow Serum Primer. Next, this is the one glow enhancer I have. This is a True Match Lumi Glotion in 904 Deep Glow. Let's go ahead and put it on my hand so you can get an idea of what it looks like. You can use it on its own or mixed into or underneath your foundation. Moving on, we're going to get to the bronzers. I don't have as much of those. The first bronzer I'm going to show you is from e.l.f. This is one of their older bronzers. This is Turks and Caicos. It is kind of a cool tone, but it is labeled as a bronzer, and I use it like one. Next, this is Huda Beauty's Tantor. I have that in tan. It is a cream bronzer. Let's show you what it looks like. It's pretty dark, but it does look a little neutral. Next, I have the Tarte Man-Eater Silk Stick. It is in the shade Eclipse. This is a nice dark bronzer that blends out so easily. Tantor does too. So let's go ahead and show you what it looks like. All right, moving on. The last bronzer is from Vesca. I believe they're out of business now. This is their soft matte bronzing powder. I have it in Kissed by Bali. Show you how that looks. It is kind of cool tone as well. It looks warm on the skin. I'm going to go back and just go ahead and swatch the Turks and Caicos so you can see that as well. It is a little lighter, but it's also older. I've had this a long time. Probably should consider getting rid of it, but I like it. They don't make it anymore. There we go. That's a better swatch. It's still pretty light. Now we're going to move on to blushes. Once again, I gave myself a variety. I never know what blush I want to use from day to day. Okay, this one is an old one. This is the NYX Ombre Blush in Nude to Me. It gives you a nice glowy cheek. I really like this one. And that's why it's still here, because they don't make this anymore. See how glowy it looks? Next, we have the Patrick Ta Double Take Cream and Powder Blush in She's Flushed. You know, Patrick Ta, his method is you apply the powder, then you put the cream on top of it. It is different from what we're used to, but it works either way. You can use each product alone, you can use cream on top or cream on bottom. It's still gonna give you a nice flushed cheek. Very pretty. Next, we have the One Size Cheek Clapper in Fire Starter. Now, this has 3 different blushes in there. Cream, a matte, and a kind of like sheen or sparkly one. Now, you notice that I have some tape on here. The cream it has little dots on there, If you could tell me what that is, I appreciate it. Because last time I thought it was mold and people were telling me it's not mold, but I just don't know what it is. So I'm taping it shut because I can't get it out. Okay, but the matte and the sheen that's in here, they are beautiful. I just wish I could also use the cream. Look at that. So pretty. Beautiful orange. All right, moving on. This next blush is a stick blush from ABH. This is her blush in soft rose. It has a cream on one side and a brush on the other. I don't use the brush, but the cream is beautiful. Here it is swatched. Just a beautiful everyday blush you can wear anywhere. Next, the next blush is the Urban Decay Hydromaniac Blush Hydrator in Rebellious. This will also give you a nice glowy cheek. A beautiful color. Now we're going to the next one, and this blush is for Charlotte Tilbury. It's her matte beauty blush wand in Pillow Talk Dream Pop. This is not this is not my favorite blush here. It is a pretty color. It has the, poof on the end. It's a pretty color, but I just think it is overpriced for what you get. Very pretty. Now the last blush I have is a blush palette. This is from Playing in Makeup by Yolando or Pimby. And this is their Bloom Lush palette. It has beautiful shades in here. It has beautiful shades in here. I really like it. As a matter of fact, I just bought her new one. I went back and forth thinking the colors were similar, but I ended up getting it. So that's what this one is. So pretty and just a good variety for dark skin. Beautiful. Sorry about this awkward. I was looking in a viewfinder. I'm looking in a viewfinder. Next time I'll make sure I look at my hand to do the swatch because that is a bit awkward. Once again, beautiful colors. Oh yeah, this is better swatches. Very nice. Now on to highlighters. This first one is a cream highlighter from Tarte. It's the Maracuja highlighter. It's a beautiful cream that you have to click up to use. Beautiful shade for dark skin. Now these next three highlighters are from a company called Island Play Cosmetics. I bought three of their highlighters. This one is golden. The next one is blushed. If I can get it open. And the last one is bronzed. Sorry it's cut off by the screen, but I'll move it up a little bit so you can see it. They are indeed different, and you can tell also by the swatches I'm about to do now. Golden, very smooth, blushed, and bronzed. I think I got those names backwards. Yeah, that's right. Very nice. Beautiful. And they're all different. Okay, let's put these away and move on to powders. We have three powders. The first powder is from RCMA. This is the original no color pressed powder. So it's just a white powder, and when you put it on, you don't see it. Okay, and the next one is a oldie I have from MAC. This is the Prep and Prime CC Color Correcting Loose Powder. That's what that one looks like. And the last powder I have is from Sigma. This is a soft focus setting powder in the shade Cinnamon. Now the last thing I have is a face palette. This face palette is from Minty Cosmetics. It's their Nothing But Nudes face palette. And in here we have, is it eight? Oh, yeah, 8 powders, dark skin friendly powders, and 4 highlighters if and when I need them. Well, y'all, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. And until I see you in another video, stay fly, sis.